What's up, everybody? GhostRobo back in the saddle. The Cold War saddle. There aren't any horses in this game. Are there any horse girls or horse boys watching this video? Say hi in the comments. Anyhow, welcome to Moscow Team Deathmatch, and we're about to go bananas, or at least bananas for me. But today I want to talk about something exciting. I've focused a lot on sentimental things, on things that are a bit of a bummer, on things that I've struggled with in these Call of Duty commentaries that are basically callbacks to when I first watched YouTube. Like, what's up, everybody? It's GhostRobo. When I decided to be GhostRobo, I was watching Nanner's Call of Duty commentaries where he'd talk about tattoos or instant gratification or like very like calm but in-depth topics over COD gameplay. So as he was blazing and going, 40-2, he's telling you about the importance of morality. And that is what drew me to YouTube and why I started this thing in the first place. So kind of a nice throwback 10 years later. But I wanted to talk about exciting things, which is the rest of the year in gaming, the games I'm most excited for. Let me know in the comments down below what game you are most hyped for coming out the rest of 2020. I know the year has been a bit bamboozled because of the pandemic. Games got delays left and right. So many titles were pushed out of this year. I'm sure the launch lineups for the new consoles have been affected, and also, they don't even want to have any new titles. It's all cross-gen nonsense except for Demon Souls. But nonetheless, let's get excited. Let's look. So we're basically mid-October, and the rest of this month, the game I'm most hyped for is probably either Pikmin 3 Deluxe on October 30th. I love Pikmin so much. I wish they'd make Pikmin 4. They're not doing it yet, so instead we got the Pikmin port from Wii U. But it's a great game. They're adding co-op throughout the entire campaign. The multiplayer is severely underrated, and they've added a few new levels. The Dark Pictures anthology, Little Hope. I loved Until Dawn. Some of you guys probably remember the walkthrough here on the channel. Fantastic time. I thought that Man of Medan was a definite step down. Like, it's a shorter game, and that's fine, but I thought the scares, I thought the concept, I thought the writing, I thought the choices, the characters, everything I thought was just such a step down. Until Dawn is campy and corny, but it really grabbed you and had a nice hook, and it felt polished in the way that they did it. I was so excited to see what Supermassive was capable of, and I felt like the last one was a big step backwards, so I'm hoping that this new Dark Pictures anthology, Little Hope, can be better. I don't have super high hopes, but I am excited to see. Also, Watchdog's Legion to me is an oddity. I think it looks like the most generic game ever, but I'm still interested to see. A recent preview said that the single-player campaign feels like Black Mirror, which is exciting, but the whole idea of, like, be anyone, do everything, go about it anyway, like, does not appeal to me. It feels, like, homogenized to the nth degree. Like, by doing everything, you kind of do nothing. Think about that. That takes us through October base. There's a few other games. Ghost Runner could be interesting. We've got the Mario Kart Live Home Circuit thing, which is like the real life toy Mario Kart races on Switch. But that's like $100, so I don't even know if I'm going to get that. There's a few indie games I'm very excited for the rest of this month. Goner 2 in particular, love that thing. Ring of Pain is pretty darn cool. And Superland on Switch. But let's move to November, the big month. Obviously, the consoles are the big draw, coming in hot on the 10th and the 12th. Which one you getting? Both? None? Honestly, right now, it's totally fine to get none. There really aren't any must-to-have titles that you can't play elsewhere. You can play Miles Morales on PS4, right? Demon Souls, the remake is kind of the only thing, and we'll see if that is fun or updated in any way in 2020. It sure looks beautiful, but like everything else, Assassin's Creed and all that, you can just play on your current console. I don't know. When I thought that Sony was going to do Miles Morales exclusive and Sackboy exclusive and Demon Souls exclusive, I was like, you know what? That is a system worth getting this holiday. I don't know if any of them are worth getting anymore. But Assassin's Creed we'll probably check out maybe sooner than you think. Valhalla is coming out on the 10th. That's also a huge day because it's a console, obviously. And Gears Tactics is a great game. I played it on PC already, but it's great. I think it will be hopefully fun on console. I'm excited for NBA 2K21. The next-gen version comes out, and that should be interesting to see how the graphics and gameplay have improved, because I think that the current-gen version of 2K21 is kind of a bummer. It feels a little bit slow and sluggish, and I don't think they've made any notable improvements in the last couple of years. Watchdogs also hits, I guess just like the upgraded port that day, which is interesting. Yakuza Like a Dragon could be fun. I've heard it doesn't look good at all. I saw the previews, and they said, like, visually it is not next-gen, but gameplay-wise it sounds interesting. Then on the 12th, there's a lot I want to play. A lot. I want to check out Astro's Playroom, which is the pack in the PS5. I want to check out Demon Souls. I'm interested in Destruction All-Stars. That game sure doesn't look like a $70 title, but prove me wrong. I think Rocket League, obviously it's a phenomenon, but I think it's also super fun. If they can somehow dig in and copy a little bit of that vibe, I'm super pumped. Godfall. Can Gearbox do it? Can they create a game that is fun and doesn't just feel throwaway? So many games at the console launch end up being subpar. You look at a title like Rise, right? And it's like, it's okay, but it's not great. Even a game I really enjoyed, like For Honor, the campaign, it's okay, but it's not great. Godfall is a looter. Melee. Will that work out? It looks like the melee is pretty complicated. I don't think it goes full Dark Souls, but it's approaching that level, and that's exciting and interesting to me. I'm definitely intrigued by that and hopeful. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Obviously, Miles Morales is going to be great. Can't wait to play that. One of my most anticipated titles. His powers look sick. It looks like the team over there at Insomniac was like, yo, Sucker Punch, how you do that infamous thing. And then they dolled up Miles Morales. I'm also pumped for Sackboy: A Big Adventure. It looks like a really cute, cool platformer. And I'd love to see other people try the Mario thing, not named Mario. Then we've got Black Ops Cold War, the game you're seeing now, which now I'm super hyped for. I love the multiplayer. I hope the campaign is as cool as last year's Modern Warfare. I thought it was a phenomenal single-player experience last year. I loved it so much. It felt like a return to form. I love that it was a little bit more linear. I love that it wasn't big open battlefields. I love the storyline. I love the intensity. I did not love the kids crawling around the house mission. I thought that was a little overboard, but I'm hopeful that Black Ops Cold War can be fantastic. Zombies looks pretty cool. Multiplayer is great. Can't wait to see the rest of the maps. We also have Cyberpunk 2077, which is kind of the big wild card for me this fall. I think that's either a game that I fall in love with and spend tons of time and cannot get enough of because it merges amazing storytelling, decision-making, a gorgeous giant world, and great gunplay. There's also a chance that it falls completely flat. I like to think that the reason The Witcher 3 falls flat for me is not because CD Projekt Red does not make things that work for me, but because I do not like medieval whatsoever, and I find the stories to be unbearable, in my personal opinion, and I did not think the combat was that exciting. But going gunplay, going futuristic, appeals to my sensibilities a lot more. Cyberpunk has been in development forever, and it would honestly be a crime if I didn't at least enjoy the game a little bit. That is on November the 19th. It is going to play on your PS5 and Xbox Series X, but it's not going to, like the patch that makes it like truly a Series X PS5 experience is not coming till later, which is a bummer, but I'm still going to play it at launch. I want to be a part of the conversation. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity drops on the 20th of November, and when it first got announced, I had zero interest. I don't think Hyrule Warriors or Fire Emblem Warriors are that fun at all. But the fact that the main Zelda team did assist on this adventure and that they're trying to make it a bit better gameplay-wise, story-wise, really tied into Breath of the Wild. The art style is gorgeous. You know, we're getting hyped for Breath of the Wild 2, hopefully the first half of 2021. This could be a really fun game. It could be a surprise, one of the more shocking, enjoyable titles of the year if they were able to really work with Koei Tecmo and deliver something that's a bit notably better than what they had previously. I just don't know if they're going to do it. They say they are. The character list looks interesting. Can't wait to play as the champions in Impa, but we'll have to see if it actually feels better than what we already know the Warriors titles and the Musou titles to be. Going to December, that's kind of about it. I feel like it's a light fall. I know the new consoles make it feel heavy, but in terms of like the big hitters, outside of Ubisoft and Cyberpunk, there's not really a lot. I mean, Sony is delivering a half game in Miles Morales. It's supposed to be like 7 to 9 hours long. You got the Ubisoft stuff. You obviously got the yearly Call of Duty. But other than that, like, what are like the big exciting third-party games? There really aren't many, again, outside of Ubisoft. We don't really have much. I feel like so many games either got shifted or moved or didn't make it. Things that I would have really liked to play, like Deathloop, which would have been a PS5 exclusive, not a thing. That got bumped, and, you know, I'm blanking on the rest of the list. I'm sure Nintendo's lineup was dramatically affected. I feel like this fall they were going to either have Breath of the Wild or Mario Kart or, like, something major to carry the fall, because Mario was not supposed to be in September. It was supposed to be earlier, and I don't think Hyrule Warriors was the only game they had this fall. But, you know, hopefully some of the ones I mentioned can really deliver and be surprising. I think Immortals Phoenix Rising is a great Breath of the Wild 1.5. It is more fun than it has any right to be, and again, it comes from Ubisoft. Their output is insane this fall. AC, Watchdogs, and Immortals. That comes out on December 3rd. And then the rest of the year, that's kind of it for me. Maybe we get a release date for Bravely Default 2. That would be something to keep your eye on. And of course, there is going to be another Animal Crossing update, which always gets me excited over there on Switchforce. But yeah, I feel like it's a slight fall. Despite the new consoles, their lineups are not as fully featured or fleshed out as they probably should be, especially on the Xbox side of things. They really did nothing. Halo was supposed to be there, and that would have been the kind of like, get the popcorn ready, bring the family on the couch, call your friends, and just get excited for a freaking whole week. But they weren't able to deliver. The game came, you know, the preview looked really bad, and it's not ready, and who knows when it's going to be ready. I don't know what Microsoft is doing. I can't understand how they announced this console forever ago. They've had these plans, and they have nothing specific to the system ready to go. But alas, We're going to enjoy the heck out of the fall. We're going to play the games that we are excited for. I want to know what you guys are excited for in the comments down below. Let me know which game you want most the rest of the year. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the above mediocre Call of Duty gameplay. I'll keep it coming. Can't wait for the next beta and, of course, the full release. Until that time, drink so much water. Thanks again, everybody. I love you a lot. Have a great, wonderful, safe, smart, healthy day out there. Till next time, we will see you all alive.